The cottagecore aesthetic draws its inspiration from the countryside and the splendor of nature. It celebrates nostalgia and simplicity, frequently with flowery patterns, vintage elements, and antique furniture. The entire springtime cottagecore book scene has a certain enchantment that makes my heart feel at home. I will be sharing some of my favorite cottagecore comfort books with the spring season theme in today's video. The first book on my list is The Fragile Beauty by Sandy Puckett. A beautifully illustrated ode to the Victorian craft of pressed flowers, it offers guidance on how to create a pressing garden, what to grow, how to make use of the space available, and when to harvest various kinds of flowers. And now on to the second book. This one is called The Country Flowers of a Victorian Lady, written by Fanny Robinson. The introduction given on the back of the book goes something like this. Fanny's exceptional book combines elegant watercolors with evocative poetry that is finely illuminated in the manner of a medieval book of hours. Using the symbolic language of flowers, she invests each flower grouping with subtle and often highly romantic meanings. Indeed, it is thought that the volume was intended as a lasting tribute to a lost lover. This book is one of my treasured possessions, and since spring is here, this would be a great read throughout this season. Next is this book called The Happiness Year: How to Find Joy in Every Season by Tara Ward. I feel the beautiful illustrations done in this book are the highlight of this book. This book is not only a perfect read for the spring, but for all the other seasons as well. Next we have The Edwardian Lady, the story of Edith Holden, compiled by Ina Taylor. This book is a biography of the poet and illustrator Edith Holden and contains many reproductions of her artwork and other pertinent documents of her life. She is the author of one of my favorite books, The Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. This book covers the entire life of Edith Holden, right from her childhood to her adult life. You also get to meet the family of Edith Holden. Edith passed away at the age of 48. She actually became famous through The Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady, which was published 57 years after her death. The Tale of Beatrix Potter by Margaret Lane. I think the best description of this book is given in the book itself. It goes like this. Few lives have been more jealously hidden from the public eye than Beatrix Potter's. Even in old age, when she had long been famous and the children of 2 generations had been brought up on Peter Rabbit and her other nursery masterpieces, she preferred to remain unknown. This is the book of her life, everything told in detail, by Margaret Lane. A Flower Fairy by Cecily Mary Barker. This book has some enchanting illustrations which are loved by both adults and children of all ages. Cecily Mary Barker was the illustrator who created the famous Flower Fairies, those ethereal, smiling children with butterfly wings. Every single illustration is so incredibly beautiful. I have often used them as postcards or even framed them as art in my wall. The next book is Beatrix Potter's Gardening Life, the plants and places that inspired the classic children's tales. Beatrix Potter is an English writer, illustrator, and is best known for her children's books featuring animals such as The Tale of Peter Rabbit, which was her first commercially published work in 1902. This book is written by Martha McDowell. The author has explored the origins of Beatrix Potter's love of gardening and plants and highlighted how this passion came to be reflected in her works. This book is richly illustrated and filled with quotations from her books, letters, and journals. Hedge by Jill Barkley. The mice in this collection go on a lot of adventures. The cover page of this book describes the mice community as a self-sufficient one, living in perfect harmony with their surroundings, making most of what every season has to offer them. These illustrations are so cozy and cute, making it a perfect read for all seasons, especially during the spring season. So I have made a similar kind of video in this channel before, and I will be linking down the video below in the description in case you're interested to check it out. Thank you so much for coming along, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!